Hi, welcome to another video from Tecmo. I did an impulse purchase and I bought new Adidas headphones. I've never had an Adidas headphone before. I'm very curious how it performs. The whole idea about it is that it is charged by solar power. And since it uses the solar energy, it can be charged either by indoor light or outdoor light. Of course, the outdoor light is going to charge it faster. They say it has plus 80 hours battery. If you also do it with charging from solar, you can have unlimited battery basically. And it's very important for me because I do a lot of sports outdoors, and that would give me that extra boost. And I also hate charging my headphones or, in fact, any device. So let's look at the box. The model is rpt-02 Sol. Sol is standing for solar. They have a 0.1 version, the first iteration, that does not have the solar battery. As you can read here, it says, powered by light, built from recycled plastics, designed for durability, up to 80 hours of stored playtime, intuitive controls. I know this is not a noise cancelling headphone, and I also know it is waterproof, but kind of not. I don't exactly know what standard for waterproofing it has, but I wouldn't put it into water. So let's open it up and see what we have in the box. As you can see, Adidas is very big on being green, so they're a German company. It is made out of paper. The back, yeah, it's completely paper. Then you have your nice wrapped gift. Fun fact, I actually bought it for myself as a Christmas gift. Always remember to give yourself gifts. You deserve the best. Don't rely on others to get your gifts for Christmas. And that's it. Very simple. It has a nice stretching material. Honestly, I've never seen this headphone before, but I've seen the previous generation. It looks very similar. It feels very similar. And yeah, they warned us they don't have a charging cable inside. And the only thing that comes with it are two user guides, legal and safety, and the headphone itself. So let's go through it together. It has 3 different options. So you press once, twice, and 3 times. The joysticks that it's provided. There is an indicator of how much it is charging based on the intensity of the sun or indoor light. So no light at all, indoor light, cloudy, and full light. Then the joystick works for different playlists, answering your calls, turning off, turning on, Bluetooth. So here it says that you can actually wash the pads. Wow, that's really great. I hate that on my Bose I have to change the pads all the time. Just don't air dry it. Just don't like air dry. Don't put it on the dryer. All right, quite simple, right? Let's turn it on. I guess we have to push here or here. Yeah. So right after I turn on the headphone with this button, it's automatically connected to my phone, Android phone. And I also checked how to connected to the iPhone, and it works with iPhone 2 quite nicely. Here is the app that they are providing. I already went outside for half an hour and did a test. I also listened to some music. When I started the whole test, it was 42%. Now it is 41%. Outside was not very sunny. It was cloudy, but my impression is that if it's quite a sunny day or not too overcast, you probably will not use that much battery. So probably you can run forever and you can get enough charge and it will juice up. For the battery itself, there is quite a discussion. These lithium batteries, when you do microcharges for them, it's actually better for the health of the battery to charge it by small percentages. So I'm quite curious that whether this solar technology, will make the battery last for more than a few years. Because if the battery dies, the headphone is useless. In my opinion, this is something that can be a future improvement. If the battery is also interchangeable, this beauty can last forever. This is unfortunately the problem with the current tech devices. The batteries are not replaceable and you have to throw out the whole device after battery dies. To just show you the app functionalities, you can, for example, there is this action button. You can adjust it to do different things. Unfortunately, you don't have many different options. You have a Spotify and voice assistant here. On the Android phones, there is also Adidas running option. Then if you go to the equalizer, you have your options to the firmware update and the other things. My personal observation from the sound quality was that it was quite like a normal headphone. I know how to put it into words, but I liked the sound quality. It was loud enough. It has the bass. I'm not an expert in sounds, but I liked what I've had. I usually, for business reasons, use my Bose headphone to compare the size. You can also see it here. There was not a big difference between weight of these two. The solar battery did not really make it heavy. It was very comfortable to wear, and also it's very easy to remove the pads both from here and here by just like this rotation movement, and you can wash the pads. That's also very nice. I like to work with the joystick. It gives you a lot of different functionalities during a call. I also recorded some sounds by the microphone that you can hear and judge whether you like it or not. I was not a big fan of how the sounds from the microphone sounded like, but also it was not the worst that I've heard. At the end of the day, it is not a business headphone. It is designed for activities. I also did a gym session. I sweat a bit and it was still comfortable to wear it. That's the problem that, for example, I have with my Bose headphone, that when I do activities here, get very sweaty, quite uncomfortable to wear, and the pads also get destroyed quite easily. So I will play the sounds for you, see whether you like the sounds of the microphone or not, and then we do the conclusion. Now I'm outside and I'm recording this voice just to test the audio quality of the microphone when you're talking outside. It's quite windy. There are cars passing by in the street behind the park. There is the sound of water. Even some animals are running around. I'm quite sure there is no noise cancelling functionalities for the microphone, but it's also interesting to know what is the sound quality of the mic. Now I'm sitting inside and I'm testing the microphone again. At my home there are really not any noise. It is quiet here. The mushing The washing machine is running, but not very loudly. There is a fridge and very small noises, but nothing very significant. You can hear the voice and judge by yourself whether you like the microphone quality or not. So the sun came out, I went to the gym, and then I went to cycling. So the gym session was half an hour to 1 hour. The cycling session was for half an hour. I was listening to music the whole time. And this looks crazy. Like, just look at this. So the battery is still at 40%. As you can see, when I was at the gym, it was using like between 5 to 10 to 13 MA per, I think it's per second or per minute. Yeah, it's probably per minute. Consistently, then I went on my bike and the weather was sunny and it was charging more than it was consuming. I mean, sometimes I was in the shadow, so as you can see, it was not getting charged, but when I was in the sun, it was almost got charged as it drained. Crazy. So theoretically, in summer, if you go out, instead of draining your battery, you are gonna charge your battery. I love it. Also, one thing that I noticed is the joystick is really a wise design choice. Reason being is that I had my gloves on and it would be definitely impossible with my Bose or other touch screens to do anything meaningful. Also, I really like the comfort during the activity. I could also hear the noise outside, so it was also a wise choice to not be noise cancelling. I guess it is probably meant for outside running or outdoor hiking activities. As a conclusion, I really like this headphone. I bought it for 200 euro. Of course, with some discount. I bought it directly from Adidas website. Adidas website usually runs some continuous discounts if you use the app or if you subscribe. So you definitely can buy it cheaper than 200 euro. The quality, the build quality is amazing. I really don't feel there is any hinge that is gonna break. I am really comfortable wearing it. The sound quality is amazing. It is a truly green item. You can charge it by solar. You can wash the pads. They didn't provide the USB-C, which is a very wise move in my opinion. We all have many cables running around. And I love it. I would recommend others to buy it. The only thing is that I am gonna use it for a longer time. If this video gets enough attention, maybe I will run a long-term review and then you can judge better whether it is a headphone for you to buy or not. But since I said the good stuff, I also want to do some criticism. For one, I would have liked if the battery was also interchangeable. That's very important to me. That's like the true green movement, that you can change the battery for any tech device. Then apart from that, what I didn't like is that they didn't really provide a case. I'm sure it is sturdy enough, you can just throw it in your gym bag, but at the same time, I'm very careful with my devices. I love to put them in some cases for their longevity. And the other things that maybe they can improve is that this bottom is customizable, but they don't give you enough options. So there's a Spotify and adidas running. If you are not a user of either of them, then you can just use it with one tap to see the lights, how much light and energy you are getting from the system. So yeah, see it by yourself. See whether you want to have a unique headphone that gets charged by solar energy. And if you like the content of this channel, please like and subscribe. It means a lot to me. It's a very small channel. I buy everything by my own budget. And see you for the next video. Bye.